Whew. It's cold as hell, man. What is going on, y'all? Y'all already know who it is. It's your boy, one of me. We back in the shop with it, man. We got a little video for y'all today. So, as y'all know, my boy Bobby, aka Boosted Ninja, whatever y'all want to call him. Last video y'all seen of this, he blew his head gasket on it. And then we got this dude over here barking, bro. You done? He don't shut up, bro, but
really, nigga?
We got this EK sedan here. Also GSR, same motor as Bobby's. We also have to do a head gasket on this as well. Very clean. As y'all can see, we got a lot of work to do, man. I'm used to doing these B-series heads and head gaskets and shit, so I probably get it off no more than 2 hours for sure. So yeah, we're gonna bust that shit down, man. But oh wait, I can't forget before we even get to the video, man. Y'all know I got the eats, bro. Y'all know I got the eats. We never start nothing in the video without getting the eats in, man. So we got them steak tacos over here, bro. We finna bust them down. Y'all see, I could take a little peek, you feel me? And got my favorite drink right there, boy. Them Jarritos, baby. We finna bust this food down, man. And I'm gonna get back to y'all when we ready to work on this bitch, man. Gang, gang. Just finished eating, y'all. Sorry if you can't hear me that good. I got the heater on. Trying to heat this garage up. Got the light bar. Let's see where we can set this shit up. Now we got some light to work on this bitch. First thing first, we really just gonna start with taking off like the harness and everything. So we're really just gonna focus on, you know, disconnecting the Dizzy wires, all the fuel injector wires, the Dizzy connector, your VTEC, your intake coolant temperature sensor, taking off your grounds, fuel line. We're just gonna start taking off everything that's really connected to the head itself. Intake manifold we're gonna leave on because I don't need to pull none of that off when we pull the head. So we're just gonna take that off too. Throttle cables, you know, anything connected there, you feel me? So got the OEM head gasket for the win. Gang gang. So we got the head gasket right here, man. OEM. I'ma probably just come back to y'all. I'm about to disconnect all of these sensors and everything, and then we're gonna bust off the fuel lines and take the throttle cable off and coolant lines. We do need to drain the coolant too, so we are gonna do that as well. So we're finna get into all of that right now, you feel me? So let's get it. We about to time this shit, man. See how long it takes. You see the time right now, so the time right now is 3:10. Let's get this shit started, you feel me? I'll be back in a little bit. So a little update. We got everything taken apart on the GSR. We just need to do the timing before we pull the timing belt off. So I already disconnected all the fuel lines. The Dizzy's all disconnected. So I got that all unplugged. All of the coolant hoses off, the IAC, everything off. What's that time looking like, y'all? 3:38. So we started at 3:11. And it's 3:38 right now, so about 20-30 minutes. And then, so the only thing we got to do now is bust off the headers, the power steering, and then the timing belt. Then we can literally just pull the cams out of this thing and then take the bolts out for the head. So I'm finna get into that right now. Y'all see, we 25 minutes and it's already almost done, so we finna get to it, man. Gang gang shit. I'll see y'all in a little bit. One thing I forgot to mention, these B-series heads, bro, these B-series blocks, bro, they known for leaking in the same spot, y'all. Y'all B-series boys, if y'all know, y'all know. It always leak from that corner right there. Every time I've done one, it's almost guaranteed to have them leak in that spot. So if you know your B-series, you know it always, the cylinder head always leak in that corner, bro. let me get back to timing this, then we'll pull the belt off, and then I'll come back probably around till when we pulling the cams off. I'll show y'all how we pull the cams out and shit, so let's get to it. Alright gang, we just finished taking the timing belt off. We just took the headers off, the dizzy. We ready to bust these cams out. This is the last part of doing the head, and then we can literally just pull the head right off. So right now, you see the headers all off. I know the lighting bad, but you see we got the headers off. Took the dizzy out, because now we just gonna bust off all these bolts, and then these are the cam caps, covers, whatever you want to call them. So we're gonna bust those off. So now that we got that off, this should be real simple. Just like that. Do not mix these around. So this goes in the back, and this goes in the front. And then you got these cam caps here. So these are all of your cam caps. Usually what I do is I take a rubber mallet, and you can really hit them because they don't like to come out sometimes. So yeah, as you can see, they're pretty stuck on there. So literally just take a rubber mallet and give it a slight tap. Cap should come off. And that is all of that. Now, you also cannot mix, as you can see, it's slotted. How the slots on each of the cam caps go a certain way. You don't want to mix these up because these are all numbered. These are numbered. That says number 3, and it's facing towards the timing belt. So you just want to keep all your caps in order. I just take everything off one by one. I don't like taking them off with 2 hands because shit might get mixed up, and then I'm not fucked because I might catch it, but it's just better to just, you know, take your time. You feel me? We ain't no time into this. How far are we? 3:57. We about 50 minutes into this. We started at 3:11, so yeah, we're about 50 minutes into this. So, and we already this far, already got the valve cover off, already taking the cams out. Is really nothing now. Now you just pick the cam up. You do not lay them down like this. Wrong. You're gonna stand your cams up. Always stand them up. Always stand your cams up. Now these you shouldn't have to worry about because you'll know it's the intake cam because it has a slot for the dizzy, so you'll know which one is which. But yeah, stand these up in a place where you know they're not gonna get knocked down. So I'm gonna just put these more so over here. So now we know those. Always stand them up like that. Never lay them down because you can scratch, you know, scratch the lobes up on the cam. So always stand them up by the gear. So now that we got that out, we are literally ready to pull the head, y'all. So you got these 14 mil bolts, and there is 10 of them. So there is an order, and I am gonna look it up right now because there is a specific way to take this off. All y'all boys with VTEC out there, I'm gonna help y'all out. So y'all having a problem with VTEC cracking, and you replace, you know, you went through, replaced the VTEC solenoid, the oil pressure, but your VTEC still not cracking right, bro. I got you, bro. I got you. This is your VTEC O-ring right here. This is a VTEC O-ring. So this is what shoots the oil pressure into all of them caps, and it sends it to the rockers. That's how your VTEC engages. If this O-ring is bad, you're gonna have a weak VTEC engagement. And as you can see, that O-ring is basically flat. So this motor, I haven't seen this motor start up, but I could guess from just looking at that it probably was not cracking VTEC at its full potential. So we are gonna go ahead and replace that O-ring before we put this cylinder head back on, for sure. So, or before we put the cams back on, we'll definitely replace that O-ring. We just took all of the cylinder head bolts out, aka this is what they look like. So we are ready to pull out the cylinder head, man. I mean, it's 4 o'clock, 4:04. We not even an hour into this shit, man. and we finna get the head off right now, so I'm gonna put y'all on the tripod. We just got the head out. It's only been not even an hour yet. We 50 minutes into this bitch, and the head out. The reason that head gasket blew is because that shit's Velcro trash, junk, throw that shit away. Only reason their giveaway is because it's blue. OEM Honda head gaskets are not blue, so this is definitely a Velcro head gasket. And it also looks like they sprayed that copper bullshit on it, that copper spray. Would not recommend. We're just gonna clean up the block surface and then the cylinder head surface, make sure it's all cleaned down. I do just wanna, you know, since we already have this off, just take a moment, you know, check back there, make sure everything cool back there. While you got the cylinder head off, you might as well just inspect all of the shit that you couldn't inspect before. So we're gonna throw this shit on, throw a new gasket in, put the head back on, slap all of that shit back together, torque that shit down. I got that good torque wrench, man. That's that Mac. Oop, wait, and it's that digital thing, man.
Oh, say less.
So we torquing the spec around here today, so. Man, it's been a good like 45 minutes, bro. We just been sitting here just trying to clean the block surface off, just make sure it's all good to go. So we did end up doing that right now. As you can see, we got the block surface all clean and ready for the head to go on. And we also been just taking the time trying to clean the surface here. Should be ready to go back on now. So now we're gonna slap this head gasket on the head and then throw the head on this block. Almost forgot, we gotta check the time because now the timer starts again. So y'all see, it is 4. Before we put the head studs back in, we're gonna soak them in some oil. Recommended, always. You should never put these in dry. There's a dry torque and a wet torque, and that will make a big difference. We got the torque specs right here with the sequence, the correct sequence. You see, it's like 60 foot-pounds. That VTEC O-ring I was talking about, we better change that out right now. So, literally just take a screwdriver. Look at that, look how flat that is. So you see a little indentation. That's where O-ring sits inside, so. That is a flat, it's a washer now, bro. Put these cams back in, the cam caps, the covers, torque everything down. I do gotta do a valve adjustment too, so we're gonna do all of that right now. Put all of this shit back together, so let's do it. We just need to go ahead and torque these, torque the bolts down, and then we can go ahead and throw the timing belt back on, the dizzy, and just plug everything back up. It's the final stretch now. We only been at it for about 1.5 hours, give or take, so we're about to torque these cam caps down right now and then put everything back together and start this thing up. So shit was going good, y'all, until, you know, the fucking bolt decided to snap inside the fucking head. So that snapped in there, that got stuck, but we ended up extracting the thread that got snapped in there. So you see, sticking out, crazy as hell. Better get this changed out right now, no biggie. So there's a snap bolt. I just put the timing back on. As you can see, all the timing marks are on point. My boy Bobby just pulled up right now. Came to see what's going on. Still got to do his shit.
We got time.
We got time. So really just got to put the headers back on, the dizzy, connect a few lines. Now that the timer back on, I can put the valve cover back on and shit. So we're gonna do that right now, and then I'll get back to y'all, you know, after we get that shit back together. We got everything done. Basically, we just tidying up the last few things. We just got to do a valve adjustment right now, and then we can throw the valve cover back on. We got the headers back on, all of the plugs. We do have to fix this connector right here for the VTEC. So the VTEC wire is chopped. So we're gonna replace that pigtail with this one right here.
Who's playing that?
Don't feel sneaking around anymore.
So, got my man's Bobby and this bitch doing some wiring. If y'all don't know, these are heat shrink butt connectors, so literally weatherproof when you heat them up. So perfect for, you know, little harness repairs. We're gonna make it nice and pretty. Shout out them crimp connectors right there, them little things right there, man. Ooh, Amazon, bro. Shout out Amazon. We adjusting them valve things right now. Doing that, gonna put coolant in it, start this shit up. Jump them dead ass battery, but yeah. We got this shit all wrapped up, all tightened down, ready to go. We just put some coolant in it, bled it through the bleed nipple right here. Did bleed the clutch a little bit, so I think we ready to start it up. It's cold as hell outside, man. We got the jumper cable hooked up to the cord, waiting on that shit to at least charge up a little bit, you feel me? So start it up, make sure it's running smooth and whatnot. I don't know if this car even been started before it came to me, you feel me? So we're finna see what's up right now. Yeah, we just letting it charge up, honestly. I'm gonna give it a little bit of juice. We better see if this thing start right now. Shit better get serious. Alright. I know you can't see good because it's dark. But let's see. So we couldn't get it to start right there. I found out one of the starter bolt was loose. You can't see it's dark, but the starter bolt was loose. So tighten that up. Now, better see if she crank over, man. Let's see. Ah, yes, sir. Just like that. She live. You see, she live, man. We out here. Idling. Now we gonna let this warm up right now, and then make sure the coolant all good. Got to take a video for the snap. So y'all see, it's running. We got to take it for a test drive. We definitely gonna do that. I'm gonna chill under this heat right now, cause boy, my ass cold as hell. So what you doing? She all bundled up. We outside now. We got the car out here. Just letting the coolant bleed off. She sound pretty healthy, honestly. This is pretty decent.